Hello, everybody. Um, I'm a little late this time. I should get some intro music, kind of like a Rush Limbaugh bumper music thing going, um, to lead into my show. I not much. I don't know how to edit and everything, so you get raw stuff. But anyway, I'm a little late this week. I promise you on Thursday. I've been pretty busy all week, and so good things are happening. A lot of good stuff going on. So anyhow, here's the drum roll, please. This week's weight loss was 1.6 pounds. Not bad, not bad. I would like it to have been a little more, closer to 2. And so, if you're keeping tabs, that's about 17 pounds since May 1st. Um, right? No. Or is it 17 pounds since July 1st? I'm losing track. Overall, I am down 27 pounds from my peak. So that's 27 pounds down from the peak. But since I've been getting more serious since May 1st, started going back to the gym, started hitting the aqua swim and things like that. It is a total of 17 since then. Um, the others I've been working on forever. The other 10 pounds we're working on it forever. So that's where we're at. So today I just did a morning strength training, and then I strength training for 30 minutes, and then I got back on the bike, even though the knee's pretty sore, and it was pretty sore when I got down. I could barely walk. So I don't think I'll be going back to the bike right away, but I wanted to give it a whirl. So I did a bike for 45 minutes this morning. I was going to go an hour, but honestly, I didn't think my knee could hold up another 15 minutes. And I read somewhere where you don't take painkillers while to use while you're working out. And that being said, that makes sense because the pain is supposed to tell you that there's something wrong with your body. Okay. So if you mask the pain, you might be masking an injury that you need to know about. So that's why I don't take painkillers anymore before I work out. I used to, and I did find that I could work out a little bit better and stuff like that. Um, so we got, on the health front, we got some really good news this week. Not so news. Um, got some of my went to my cardiologist and everything checked out for the most part. My cholesterol is down to 197. It was 6 months ago. It was 240 something, I think. Really bad. Um, and my triglycerides, if I can't even say that right, is down to 212. That 6 months ago, she said it was listed at 254, I think. And so the bad cholesterol is getting smaller. The good cholesterol, the overall cholesterol number is getting smaller, under 200 for overall. And then we're going to do some checking in 3 months. Good news. Took me off the blood cholesterol medicine. She didn't think I needed it, but she did put me on something else that she thought would help too. And then told me to take a vitamin called CQ10 or something like COQ10. It's supposed to be good for your heart and more fish oil, you know, for my heart. And she told me to eat more avocados. I go, man, if you only knew how many avocados I was eating now, man. Just about every salad I have, there's an avocado in it. So, and even though avocados are good fat for you and they're supposed to be healthy for you, there's a lot of calories in one of them things. I think a large one, you might get like 300 calories in a large avocado. So, yeah, we don't want that. Not at all. Um, so that part was all good. 6 months ago, my A1C was down to 5.7. It's now snuck back up to 6. But I suspect that during those 6 months, because I was a very bad boy during those last 6 months, or 3 of the 6 months, I will say that 3 of the 6 months I was a bad boy in my eating habits, and so I will say this about that, and that I suspect that my A1C was higher than 6. and I think it's lower now. Um, so anyway, I'm officially back to being diabetes 2 again. Fine. It's just forcing me to eat, make better choices in my eating habits. I think I'm doing really well this week. Although it won't be official till Monday. So far, I'm down a pound from Monday's official weigh-in. I only log my weight once each week, but I do check it off and on during the week just to see where I'm at, so that there's no surprises. Excuse me, I'm really having a nasty itch right there. I'm not trying to pick a booger. Um. Yeah, where was I at? um. Yeah. So that's just it. So things are looking good. My blood sugar levels are where they're supposed to be. I was told anything between 180 and 130. I mean, between 80 and 130 was good. I'm always there, but lately I've been toward the low end of the sugar level, like 80 to 85 in the 80s, where I used to be hanging out in the 90s. So I don't know if this diet's causing me because I'm not eating as much sugar. So maybe I need to step up on the sugar a little bit, but as long as it doesn't drop below 80, I should be good. All right. Other than that, I was just trying to think if there's anything that needed to be done or said. I know that the workouts I've been, like I said, I've been creating with the workouts I've been doing twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Um, but usually when I do more than one of them, at least one of them always includes the pool, sometimes two pools. Um, So I've been creating close to 1,000, between 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit a day. So that works out about when you think about halfway through the week, I'm down a pound because that would work out. That would make sense since it takes about 3,000 extra calories on top of what you're doing. You know, you have to have 3,000 extra calories to lose weight when your body's already burning natural calories. So, like I said before, I was burning 1,700 and I think like 49 calories naturally, or on the average, my body was just naturally throughout the day. So I had to burn another 3,000 calories on top of that, on top of my eating. So that kind of works out when you think about it, losing a pound. So if I continue that trend, that was a Thursday weigh in. So if I continue that trend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, um, I should be close to 2 pounds again, or a pound and a half, in all honesty. But that's what I'm working for. Trying to stay around the 1,200 calorie mark. I mean, I could go 1,749 calories as my staying under limit, but that would just mean I would take advantage of it and I would eat more. So I've lowered mine to 1,500, but I tried in my mind to keep around 1,200 because 1,200 is what they say minimum for nutritional value for men. All right. And so I try to keep around 1,200 to 1,300, somewhere in there. And I've been pretty successful in doing that. But there are days, when you just want to eat something, like, um, for example, we went to a rock concert on Thursday night, and it was an outdoor concert, free concert. Cover band played almost nothing but 70s cover music. Was really good. They were really good. Bunch of old people my age there, though. I think because this group is known for playing the old time classic rock stuff. And so, anyhow, there was a restaurant called there Ike's Love and Sandwiches. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it here in Bakersfield. Um, but they had a turkey and roast beef sandwich that they listed at 470 calories on the board. It took me a while to figure out that that was 470 calories just for the ingredients. That the bread was separate, and the bread was listing at like 400. So what we did is we ordered our sandwiches, but we only ate half, and so that I could list half my sandwich at 470, and so or something like that. So anyway, I ate half the sandwich rather than the whole sandwich, and then ate the other half yesterday, and so that would help. But I just knowing what I know about putting together sandwiches, and the amount of meat that they're using, I just don't see where they get the 470 calories or 430, whatever it was. I think it was actually 430, where they get that for their ingredients. I really don't, because honestly, for the amount of meat they're using, they're probably using 100 to 200 calories in meat. Plus you got your lettuce and your tomatoes on there, your onions, which probably accounts for a grand total of another 100 calories. So, maybe 300 calories for the whole sandwich. That's because if you don't put sauces on it, sauces will add to that, and then maybe that's where they get it, that they're counting on you using sauces and stuff. But if you just put mustard on it, so honestly, I think if you're getting a sub sandwich and you're eating half of it, and you just put mustard on it, I think it's safe to assume that if you use the calories that they put on the board and cut it in half, you're still saving more calories than you even realize. You're probably, if you put down 400 and some odd calories, 430, if that's what the board says, and you're eating half the sandwich. And so, half the sandwich with 830 would be 415 calories for half the sandwich. You're probably still a good 100 calories or so better. I'm not an expert on the thing, but I've been building natural foods here myself, putting my own meals together and weighing up my meats, and so I know what much meat they're using in these sandwiches. They're not loading your sandwiches up with like a ton of meat, especially this company. Their sandwiches are very good, you know, because they use a French bread crust, but they're not putting a ton of meat on there. You guys have seen it, and so if you count it up, like if you're getting the super thin slices, you're probably talking, you know, 50 50 calories on the average for a ounce, 2 ounces. I'm sorry, I think they go by 2 ounces. I think that's what it was, 50. And if you go by the pre-sliced stuff, that's a little thicker. It'll tell you right on the labels when you get your sandwich meats, like 40 calories for a slice or 50 calories for a slice. So when you think about that, you know, I think they overestimated their calories. Maybe they do that on purpose or whatever. But yeah, I know it's kind of a long rant. But anyway, that's what I had for my supper the other night. Um, so we had that. And we sat there listened to the music, ate our sandwiches, and just enjoyed our time at the marketplace where the live music was. I think we're going to return this Thursday night back to the marketplace. Um, they're going to have another kind of not country rock band, but a rock band that plays a little more variety. Probably plays a little bit more. They'll play a little. From what I hear, they play a little classic rock, a little modern music, a little bit of everything. So we'll probably hear a little bit more everything, but it was really fun, and I've forgotten about the outdoor concerts. With COVID and everything, it's just nice to get back to some normalcy on that. And speaking of which, out there, I am, just so you guys know, this is not a political statement or anything. I am fully vaccinated. I chose to do so after doing my own personal research. I don't listen to everybody and everything on the internet because people like me come on here and try to be so-called experts, and we're not experts. So I chose to do it after I felt I did my research, and I just felt that that it was the right thing for me. I know that mostly conservative Christians out there are dead set against it. They think it's something to do with government taking control of our lives. They think it's something to do with oh, what do you call it? Um, oh, the mark of the beast. So I know a lot of personal Christian friends who are dead set against the the vaccination. That's fine. You guys made your decision based on whatever research you did. That's fine. I accept that. I accept it. I'm not going to go out and tell you to go get vaccinated. I'm hearing more and more things like, right now the conservative Christians are out there saying that my life expectancy is only good till the fall, and I'll be dead sometime this fall. All of us vaccinated people will be dead in the fall, and that but the government will blame the unvaccinated people for all that happening. So see some of the crazy stuff that's out there, guys. You know, um, it's crazy. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's a so-called expert, and so it just I don't know where to go with that. Who do you believe? Who do you do? Like you say, you believe what you see, you believe what you read, you go out and do your own personal research, and and it's true. You can find anything on the internet to support the belief you want to believe. I just tried to research what doctors were saying, nurses, watch the local nurses and doctors around me. What are they doing? Are they getting shots? They were. So I feel like, okay, well, they feel it's good enough for them. It's good enough for me. And so that's how I made my decision. But this is not to be political, and I don't want to start a political war on it. If you decided not to do that, that was your decision, and I'll respect your decision, and I won't force you to go out and do it, and I won't blame you guys. Okay. We've already had lengthy discussions with my own family on our family group chat about it. And so um, I don't know. And for some people, I think some people are gonna have to be forced to make a decision, because their jobs are gonna require it pretty soon, and you're gonna have to show physical proof with your vaccination card that you got it before you can work any longer. And they're being saying, well, you don't. We're not going to fire you if you don't, but we'll consider it your resignation if you don't get the vaccination. So, and I know that there's a couple of people worried in my own family about it. I mean, my own family is not always, I'm not going to go there. That's their private thing. But I'm going to say this. I just know that some people are worried that they might be forced to take the vaccination or have to make a decision pretty soon about their life. And so we're going to see pretty soon how the non-vaccinated people, how committed are they committed to losing their jobs over the issue or not? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, we're going to move on for that because I didn't mean for that to get it. And again, like I said, let's not make it a political statement. Let's just talking about it from my personal viewpoint, and I don't want to get called names and get shot down and everything else for that because every time it comes up, people get very angry. It's a very emotional issue on both sides. So, you know, it just, I'll respect your decision, just respect mine. Okay. And all righty. And okay, so this week we did the workouts, the strength workouts, the pool workouts. Got on the bike. Like I said, the bike didn't go that well. I also did treadmill. I seem to burn more calories on the treadmill than anything else, and honestly, I'm not sure why that is. My tracker, I'm not even sure sometimes if it's even accurate. Like the other day, I did nearly 2 hours. It was 117 minutes of swim between swim laps and aquafit class and everything. And when I got done, it tracked it as 1140 something calories. And I thought, is my tracker correct? Is that even right? Because when I do an hour of aquafit on a good day, 5 to 600 calories, maybe 700 on a very good day is correct. But then I got, oh, wait a minute, I did almost 2 hours of it, so yeah, that's just probably about 550 an hour, somewhere in there, or a little more. So yeah, that might be correct. That might be correct on my tracker. I just have to trust that my tracker, because it takes your heart rate and everything, and estimates your calories that way you're burning. I don't think it's an accurate thing, but it can't be that far off. Especially since on my fitness pal, when I punch in the minutes, it always brings up the estimated calories that it thinks I did. And it's usually pretty close. My number is usually a little smaller than theirs. So but yeah, they're usually pretty close in estimating calorie to mine. But I always put what the tracker says because I believe that the tracker is more accurate than anything else because the tracker knows my age, my weight, my height, and it knows my heartbeat. So that's why it's there. Okay, moving on. So I do want to take this minute to plug our Hawkeye Nation, our Nolan Hawkeye Anthony webcast, known as the NHA podcast. We do both live on YouTube and we do it on um, regular podcasts. So you can get your podcast wherever you get on Anchor, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, Apple, wherever you like to get your regular podcast, you can find it there. Or you can just go to YouTube and search Nolan Hawkeye Anthony and find it there on YouTube. Lately, Nolan has done a very good job of he's posting some quick videos that are about a half hour in length, but about the 5 most important people he thinks in the Hawkeye season. His 3 storylines going into the season, what needs to happen for Iowa to be successful, things to look at during the season. Um, Done a heck of a job on every time there's a recruit commit, he goes in and he does an analysis on the recruit and tries to give you guys an idea what Iowa just got committed, who just committed to Iowa, what they're a little bit about. So um, those are kind of good things too. So watch for his videos. I'm going to do some of my own videos very soon. On what I need to talk to Nolan about it first, but I am going to throw out some of my own videos in between some of our podcasts on just exclusively Hawkeye stuff. So I got this in the mail yesterday. It's the Iowa Hawkeye 2121 Media Guide. It's going to help me keep me better informed. It's got all kinds of stats and stuff. So when we're on the podcast talking about previous people in previous seasons and records, we no longer have to use our memory or try to fumble through on our cell phones while we're on the air to you guys and try to get the answer. We'll have it right here in front of us. Um, so, yeah, that's a good thing. The media guide, I love it. And then we'll just use the Hawkeye Web's official website to keep update during the year. But yeah, yeah. So you can find our stories and our podcasts and our videos also at 247hawkeye.com. And so if you go there, you can find it there. And I know it seems kind of funny that I'm using this as a platform to help promote that. I'm helping promote that because I feel like we're putting out a good product over there, and I want to continue to drive some traffic to it, to our product that we're doing. Nolan owns the website. Nolan's, he says we're partners. Him, me, and Paul, but he's also kind of our ringleader. He's our go-to guy. He's our techie guy. He's the one that drives that ship. So go and give him some love on there and do that. And by doing so, we just feel like for a fan based website, we feel like we're the most unbiased website out there featuring Hawkeyes. Even some of the local news media are not biased. So um, just go there. I mean, I know that this is my weight loss thing and time, but I just wanted to promote that. And, so if you got this far, fantastic. I appreciate it. Um, so other than that, it's been a pretty good week. Like I said, the doctor thing checked out. My my weight's still moving in the right direction. I don't want it to slow down. I have upped the water a little bit this week. I'm drinking more water in the evening than I have before. It's still have my soda addiction that I'm trying to drink throughout the day. So that given, I don't have much else to say. I still want to turn this into a, a, a a more of a topical thing, where we talk about things like diet sodas and things like that. And I don't know. It seems to be a lot of research, and if I can find the time to sit down and get that research done, we'll do that because I don't want to give you guys any misinformation since I'm not the expert in this area. I'm not a qualified nutritionist. I'm not a qualified trainer. All I'm doing is telling you guys what I'm doing and what works for me and just giving you update about what I'm doing. I don't want to be wrong. I know we talked about the protein shakes, we talked about post and pre-workout drinks. You know, and I still like to get somebody on there who's comfortable talking about those and both sides about pros and cons on it. So that being said, yeah, right now I'm not actually working with any trainer right now. My Bible study with one trainer is over, and the other trainer, he's got a great place over by my house that he trains people, and he does a fantastic job. I just can't afford him right now. Hopefully one day I can go back to him because that's some of the best workout I've ever got was working with him. And he's a proponent of that you don't need to do extra cardio if you're doing that because if you're doing his sessions correctly, you're getting plenty of cardio. And I would agree with that. I would agree with that. My heart rate was always up in the cardio peak range when when I was working out with him. He just says just a nice walk is all you need on top of, if you don't even have to do that, on top of what you're doing on your weight training. And he does it for a half hour a day, 4 days a week. You can, wait a minute, or can you do it 5 days? I don't remember. I think I was going 4 days. I was going 4 days, but I could have done five. I just chose to do legs once a week rather than twice. Um, so that being said, I'm going to end this video. I know I think they're all starting to sound the same, so I got to mix it up, guys. Give me some ideas what you want in the comments. I do get to see the comments. I do get notified. If you're a trainer or a nutritionist and you want to give me some advice on there, throw out some comments to me. If you know, and leave your website. Let's share some of the love. If you got a website you want to share, a YouTube channel. I mean, let's put it out there. Let's get some more conversation going. Let's start talking about what you guys think, what you guys want to know about, what you guys' opinions are. Like I said, please feel free to comment. I will see your comments, and I always comment back. And usually, I always comment back because I don't get that many comments, so it's easy to sit down and comment, make a reply. So, yeah. And this next week, I should be starting my new job, orientation. I had to sign a social media thing though that I wouldn't talk about the job. So I probably won't be just to protect myself. I probably won't even be telling you guys who I'm working for. It will be a part-time job, but I know that orientation is coming up this week. I passed all the background check and everything, and so. But yeah, their social media thing is it's pretty strict, but pretty liberal too. Um, but in order to protect myself, I will not mention their name in any way, shape, or form, or anything about them. Even in a like a in a yeah, I won't say anything about my job anymore. Just that the fact that I probably will start orientation this week, and I hope it goes well. Um, Other than that, guys, we're coming up on 27. Well, we're past 27 minutes, going on 28. So we should end it here. Like I said, please leave me some comments on some things you want to talk about, and I'll do my best to get them out there. Also, if you are an expert in the area and you are certified, please feel free to add your tag, put your thing, your comments in there. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your encouragement. So let's get those out there and do that. Okay. I'm sorry this was a little late. It's Saturday, but hey, it's here. It's out there. And be looking for in the next few days some Hawkeye content from me personally. Nothing but Hawkeye. All right. Take care.